He's still waiting. Right there at the cross. I've been running from mercy. Dust on my hands and my soul. Carried sins like shackles down that long black road. Thought I was too far gone. Grace don't fade with time. He whispered, son, you're still mine. Come to the cross, lay your burdens down. The blood already paid your cost. Let the lost be found. You don't need no crime, just faith and broken trust. Come to the cross, child of the dust. Whiskey tears hit the Bible, the thunder shook the ground, but mercy fell like rain, and peace was finally found. He took my pain, my shame, my fight, and turned my wrongs to light. Come to the cross, the door's still open wide. You don't have to hide, he's been calling you inside. You don't need to prove your worth, he already carried that curse. Come to the cross and be reborn from the dead. Forgive me, Lord, for every road I chose without you, for every word I spoke in anger. Wash me clean. I come home tonight. Come to the cross, let your heart be still. The world can't break what his love can't heal. From the dust to his light, we rise because he must. Come to the cross, child of the dust. The storm's done passing, but his mercy still reigns.
Let me turn my sound back on. It's been a while, hasn't it? My goodness, when was the last time I posted a video? I don't know. It's probably, I think January was the last time I did it. January or the end of December. Let me see. So let's see, 2 months ago, I did one, and then there's a 3 month period between those, and then I did a live 2 months ago. So what's missing in that 2 month cap? Well, there's a lot of things, a lot of stories I want to tell you. First of all, I'm excited, I guess. I have lost a ton of weight. Before, I could never wear this shirt. And these pants, I'm like ultra baggy. The belt is like, I'm basically on the last loop. So since January, I was around 220 pounds. Now I'm weighing in at 172, and I'm still continuing to lose weight every day. It's not really intentional. It's I don't have an appetite anymore, and so I don't even get, like, if I'm hungry, you need to eat signal. And when I do eat, it hurts a lot and unpleasant stuff. But I just, I force myself to eat, but I'm continuing to lose weight. So soon I'll be in the 160s, and I got to get a new wardrobe. Everything I have, and this is the funny part to me. Everything I have, especially when I'm door dashing, or I've got stuff in my pockets. If I'm not wearing a belt, I don't care if they're sweats. I mean, really, what used to be really tight on me, or jeans or shorts or whatever, they fall down. So if I forget to wear the right clothing, I'm walking around and half the time holding up my pants, and the other time, delivering the goods. Which is probably, people who go through DoorDash don't need to hear that, but don't worry, I don't dish the food. But so my last stream, or last video I did, was am I streaming now? Yeah, I'm streaming now. Just want to make sure. I thought I was streaming at the time, but I wasn't. But thankfully, OBS software, which is what I use, it records every stream that I do. And so I was able to do some editing and upload that, take out all the 5-minute intro, and just get into it. But earlier, I had talked about not being sure if I could stream anymore. I can come on occasionally, like right now. But yeah, I can't. The medication that they gave me for my heart, my atrial, my AFib, it no longer works. I experienced intense AFib 3 times yesterday, and I experienced it throughout the week. And what I notice is that if there's something that gets my heart pumping, whether it's physical exercise, if it's some sort of stress, but anything that gets my heart really, really going, which also includes digesting food, and it depends on what I eat. What happens is my heart, it goes out of rhythm, and so it's a real. It's like you get used to the thump thump, thump thump, thump thump, but then that all of a sudden goes into, and sometimes some last longer than others. So okay, so that medication's not working for my heart anymore, and I've been getting a lot of the vasospasms, and of course, there's no surgery for that. And then, so let me talk to you about January. So January, I'm feeling really, really weak as it is, and I was actually on Craigslist looking to see if there was a possible roommate that I could get. Like I was looking for a male roommate, and was going to give him this room because there's a bed over there. This is really another bedroom that I'm using for my office, and of course, I'd have to move all my computer stuff out. Well, anyway, I was on Craigslist looking for someone who was willing to rent, and I came across a posting from a guy who's like he needs the place immediately, and it was January, so it was really really cold. I know what it's like. I actually lived out of a vehicle, I had a little Ford Ranger. I lived out of that for a while, and I did that during the winter. That was not fun. So, and then also I'm thinking, what would Jesus do, and I was praying about it. And then the next day, I was door dashing, and happened to be by my church, and so I was hoping, praying that some of my fellow church members were there, because it wasn't during normal service times or anything. And there were 3 people there, and I spoke with them about the situation. God placed this guy in my heart, and they basically said pray about it and read the Bible. And so I prayed about it, and read the Bible, and the verse where Jesus says what you basically do unto the least of those you've done unto me. It's talking about feeding, clothing, housing, taking care of, basically. And of course I'm in no shape. So I contacted him, sent him an email saying, "Hey, you can stay here until you get back on your feet, and but it's only temporary. I got health problems, and I can't put up with a lot of stress." And I thought it was just gonna be him because that's the way he wrote everything. Um, yeah, different story. The good news is, we had long talks about God, and I was able to witness to him a lot, and I think he's a new Christian now. Bad news is a lot of stress with him, and apparently he's got him and his wife are having problems, and there's some video footage of him doing something that looks like abuse to one of his daughters. I don't want to name names or anything like that. He told one side of the story. I heard another from the police. It's up to the courts to figure it out. But I do know this guy was near the end. He was trying to manipulate me out of this house. He was in jail for a week after staying with me. I even let him back in, and then 3 days after he left, I just I told him, "You gotta be out here at the end of January because I can't deal with this anymore." Because that the 3rd week of January, I was in the emergency room 3 nights in a row, and 2 of those nights my heart stopped. So obviously I was getting a lot of stress from him. He would also bring all his kids over, and his wife, and that 3-year-old girl, which there's a court-ordered no contact order against him, and he'd be calling her and all this stuff. And so me looking out for my safety, I don't want to be like an accessory to a crime. So, oh, my phone died too in January, so I lost my old phone number, lost all my contacts, lost everything. So I had no phone at the time, but I'm in a small town, and all the law enforcement and paramedics know me very well because they've been here a lot. Say hi to my new puppy, by the way. It's Buddy. His name is Buddy. Talking about you, Buddy. Hi. Hi. Yes, he's my new buddy. Yes, he is. I'll tell you about him in a minute. Anyway, anyway, 3 days after, I talked to the police and asked them, "Hey, look, am I going to get in trouble? This is what's going on." Uh, this roommate guy obviously didn't like that I talked to the police, but hey, you know what? So what? 3 days later, after he moved out, the police are knocking on my door looking for him, asking if he was here. Apparently, there's a felony warrant out for his arrest. I don't know what it's for. The only thing I can assume for is his continual disobeying court orders of having contact with his wife or something like that. I don't know. So that was pretty much January. And then last month, oh no, and then also in January. So my next door neighbor, I have a next door neighbor who she's, I don't know, like 34 or something like that, but she went, so I remember when she moved in a long time ago, and she went through a really bad divorce. Then she started hanging out with the wrong crowd, and then she started drinking a lot. So much so that it's put her in a really bad condition. She's skinny as a twig. Her liver's really messed up, and she's having some kidney issues, and she's weak as a kitten. But she is starting to get some of her strength back. But I've been giving her assistance when she needs, and now that I have a vehicle, so I bought a vehicle in August last year. Well, it's already last year. I still get those clips I took last year. I gotta upload to you. Anyway, so I've been helping her out. Nothing more than friends. She's not a Christian, but I trying to show the love of Christ, and I've done some runs for her, and I've taken her some places, and she's always paid me gas money or whatever, so she's not taking advantage of me or anything. She's just mostly living by herself, and I know what it's like to be basically bedridden because I was for a couple years. So anyway, she has family in Vermont, a sister and a niece that really needed to come out here. Apparently, the niece was in big trouble or something like that. So, my kind heart, I spent $250 and flew her out here, which ended up being a really nasty debacle. And they're back in Vermont now, and I'm out more money. So again, I'm just trying to help people. And so February, I've been pretty much just exhausted. I've done some door dashing. I finally made it up to the gold level. Or to the platinum level. And there's only one more after that, which is platinum. It's gold or platinum, but I'm one right below the highest level, so I'll get high priority and higher pay for dashes. But I've been going through a lot, and I've been kind of thinking, I've been in Idaho. I haven't left it since 2007. I haven't left. I haven't left a 45-mile range in oh boy, since I got sick. So that's 10 years, going on 11. Maybe 11 years. Come late spring, that all this stuff started happening. So, I've got a good working vehicle now. The guy who I bought it from really modified it for off-road, and it's got a great suspension, brand new tires, brand new brakes. Everything is working fine on it. And he custom built, because he used to go hunting with it, He custom built to fold down the back seat, and there's a storage frame, and you can lay a mattress on top, like a full size mattress. You can actually sleep inside the vehicle. So what I think I'm gonna try to do is, first of all, I really need to get out of here. I've got to get out of Dodge, so to speak. I need a breath of fresh air. And Lord knows how much time I have left, and there's so much I still want to see and do. So what I'm gonna try to do is this. I do have my disability that comes in every month, and I do have a laptop. It's an old one, but I can take it with me. But I still pay some bills online. But I'm thinking, because I've talked to people and I've heard that DoorDashers, a lot of them just travel the country, door dashing, making a living doing it that way. I'm not really making a living, but making enough to do that. And I'm thinking if I combine that with my disability, because I called up and I found out I can make up to $1,600 a month and still not lose my benefits. Trust me, I'm not even making anywhere that close. I'm lucky if I'm dashing for more than 2 or 3 hours a day. But I'm thinking about saving up some money, saving up as much money as I can this month, including everything I do with dashing. And then either next month or the month after, I'm just going to drive America. I want to stay away from the big cities. I don't want to get involved in all the stuff that's going on. But I want to see, rural America. I want to see the plains. I've never been to Texas. I've never been to the deep south. I've never been to Georgia or Florida or any place like that. I'd like to see Arizona again, my home where I grew up. I'm kind of slouching over, guys. I really don't have a ton of fat here. And I think I've got video recording equipment, so I can camcord and record my destination where I'm going. So I'm thinking possibly if I can find a partner, someone who wants to come along with me and drive with me, because I'm not going to do it by myself. But if there's someone who wants to do something like that and join me, I was thinking to maybe just take some videos of my trips and uploading them and stuff, because Lord knows how much time I have left, and I don't want to spend it stuck in a concrete basement, So I have an appointment coming up early next month. Let me see. When is the appointment? On the 10th. Oh, no. Tuesday. We're March 10th now. Okay, so actually, my appointment is, I'm glad I looked at that. My appointment is this Tuesday. Okay, never mind. I thought my appointment was next month. So I have an appointment with a surgeon. We're going to talk to him about my stomach, because I mentioned in my last video that I uploaded 2 months ago of constant stomach pain, nausea, inability to eat, and just all that is still going on. It has not stopped. So, see what happens there. And as far as my cardiologist, I'll just keep taking the medication that I have. Hopefully, I usually get scripts 3 months at a time. There's just one script that I need that normally I only get 1 month at a time, but I don't know if they'll give me 3 months. I got to find out. But that's what I'm planning on doing. There's a lot more going on in my life. I gotta admit, I'm actually really lonely right now, and I really want to be in a romantic relationship, but at the same time, I'm afraid of commitment because of the last two marriages, and it's not the commitment on my end, it's the commitment on their end that I'm concerned of, especially with my health problems. And then, but most importantly, I don't want to go, well, the commitment thing, because I just, I can't go through another heartbreak, especially with my heart the way it is. But also that they have to have the same love for God and other people as I do, and have a desire to serve. And so I've been on these dating websites. I've met some really nice people and some really not so nice people. And I've discovered in my local area, there's not even really any Christians here. They call themselves Christians, but they're Mormons. It's just Mormons trying to be accepted as such. So, yeah. So, but God is always with me, and I'm okay with that. And if He does choose to provide a partner for me, as He blessed Adam, I'd be grateful. But if He doesn't, I'm still grateful with everything He's already blessed me with. I mean, look, I've got my house back. That guy who had to fill any warrants out of the house. I've got Buddy, my dog, just walked past. I've got the computer I'm streaming on now, plus this computer over here. You can see the monitor. Plus, I've got a house that's fully paid off, and really count your blessings. Philippians chapter 4. If you haven't read that and you're really having a rough day, read Philippians chapter 4. Especially near the end, but read the entire chapter. It's really, really uplifting. Well, anyway, that's what's going on. If anyone was chatting or wanted to take calls or know what was going on, I would have happily shared. But I just I'll try to stay in touch as long as I can, as God wills. I'll keep up my weight loss. I really I can't believe how much weight I've lost. I know it doesn't look like it. I'm sitting down now and everything's blood, but I mean, this shirt that I'm wearing, I stand up and it's flat, and I couldn't wear this shirt before. So in 2 months, I went from 220 to I'm now at 172. So 70, 80, 90, 202. I mean, that's almost 40 pounds in 2 months, and I'm not doing it intentionally. And I've been talking to my doctors about all this stomach pain I've been having from the beginning, and they just always poop on it. So maybe when I get down to a walking skeleton, they'll take me seriously. I don't know. I leave it all in God's hands. That was a sarcastic joke, by the way. I got a joke about it, guys, because you either laugh or find the good in life, or you just get depressed and bitter, and I don't want that. All right, well, thanks to those who watched. Thank you for those who will watch later on. I love y'all. I miss you. I miss the discussions that I had with both my Christian and non-Christian friends. And hopefully, Lord willing, I can get back into that again. All right, this is Phil signing off.